Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. This is me, ZK TheWalrus, bringing you my first 5th gen Wi-Fi battle. In other news, guess what? I got a callback for a play. I love acting, singing, and stuff like that, so this is perfectly right up the line for me. Performance is in August, mid-August, so I'll keep you guys noted on that. Now, enjoy the battle. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I have a 5th gen, my first 5th gen battle for you versus ZK TheWalrus. He leads off with a Skarmory, and of course, naturally, I bring out Heatran. Now, he withdraws Skarmory while I go for the ever so ominous Flame Charge, which gives me that speed boost which negates the Scarf back in 4th gen. I think anything that can learn Flame Charge that was Scarfed in 4th gen doesn't need the Scarf now. So I switch out to Superior while he sets up his Stealth Rock, and he switches out to Hug Me, which is his Jolteon, while I set up the Leech Seed, which is great because that's what that was a good prediction on my part. He hidden powers Fire, Ice, probably Ice, and it does a good amount of damage, a little less than half, and I coil up. I get the leftovers and Leech Seed recovery, so after all, I can be able to be 3-hit KO'd by this Jolteon. So. And it's Signal Beams, which does a little more than the HP Ice, granted, 5 more power, and I defeat the Jolteon with a Leaf Blade. So, it's an early 6-5 for me. He sends out the Red Menace, and of course I'm going to switch out to my big Bardock. Go Conkeldurr, he bites me. And it lowers, I think it lowers my defense, and I get my Flame Orb. He switches out to Latios, as I also switch out to Kill Switch. He withdraws Latios to bring in Skarmory to take the U-turn. So I predicted the switch, so I U-turned out. So back to Bardock. Now, I didn't think that he was going to attack me. I thought he might have wanted to set up, but I realized that he already had his Stealth Rock out, so he, Brave Bird, I was thinking that maybe he might have wanted to set up Spikes, but hey, bad switch on my part. It's 5-5. I send back out the Furnace, and the Furnace was going to do the Flame Charge again. Well, he stays in naturally and does a really good prediction with the Whirlwind. So, no phasing for me. That's too bad. So I'm back out to Boomslang, and he's predicting me to switch out again. So I'm gonna throw some seeds on him as a gift for whirlwinding me out, of course. So he brings out the Woolpig. And the Woolpig does not take too kindly to Skarmory. In this generation, Skarmory doesn't wall Mamoswine as well as it has in the past because of that move. But it crit, but still, it's a much more powerful stab ice attack that it gets a hold of. So I Earthquake this thing because I really don't want to switch in anything to take a Toxic or something like that, if he'd predict that, but he just goes straight for the Surf. I mean, I'm fine with that because it KOs. I'm fine with that because I've done a good deal of damage with Earthquake. So I send out Boomslang to basically revenge kill the Melodic, and the Melodic goes down. So that's great. It crits, but the crit really didn't matter. I mean, I'm in Overgrow, so yeah, I don't run Dream World sets. So the Red Menace comes back. I'm going to switch to Skarmory. and he's probably going to crunch me. Oh no, he earthquakes, and it really doesn't do anything to me, so I get it. My chance to set up my stealth rock. And I think I fodder out here to boomslang to take the Draco Meteor or Thunderbolt, because boomslang's already done his job. So I'm going to send out Kill Switch. Of course he's going to switch out, fearing the dragon move, to Swampert. Well, since I know that Skarmory's out of the way, any Dragon Pulse would do a great deal of damage. It does a great deal of damage there, but it crits, so it really did matter. He had Avalanche, he said, but with my EV'd investments, I think I could have survived that. So I switch out naturally to Skarmory to take Crunch, Rock Slide, Stone Edge, whatever. He does get the special defense drop, but I just roosted off, of course, because even with a -1, I'm still very strong on the defense side. And of course, I'm just gonna Whirlwind. I'm gonna not Whirlwind, but Drill Pick him for some residual damage, and he brings out Latios naturally. So I'm gonna Whirlwind to predict that switch, and brings out the Red Menace again. So I'm like, alright. So he goes Stone Edge. It does a good deal. It does okay damage, especially for the -1 special defense drop. Now I'm just gonna fodder out here because I know that he's gonna anticipate the Hydreigon switch-in. So Skarmory fodders out to Latios, and I send in the Kill Switch. Now, luckily for me, Kill Switch is scarfed, so Dragon Pulse will be able to take out the Latios. And Latios faints. The Red Menace comes back out. He's already sustained some damage from Skarmory in the past, so I just Dragon Pulse, get rid of him, and I believe that's good game.